we go. Kevin Ebert, 47-yard gain on the scramble. The Waconia quarterback would set up a touchdown. This was a wild football game in Waconia tonight. Brody Sheff takes it in from 2 yards. Waconia leading it 7-0. Glencoe-Silver Lake, Matt Munchow, 22-yard completion to Hunter Dunbar, and it would set up a touchdown as the Panthers come right back. Dustin Jurek ties the game at 7 with the touchdown. Glencoe again. Jonathan Hosey, 15-yard run down to the 2, and it would set up another Panthers score. Jurek again from 2 yards out, and it's 14-7, Glencoe-Silver Lake. They would come back again. Munchow, 45-yard pass to Hosey coming up here as Glencoe-Silver Lake looks like it's going to take control of the football game. 4-yard touchdown by Jurek again, 21-7 Panthers. But Waconia comes back. Brody Sheff, 38 yards on this touchdown run to make it 28-21. Outstanding effort. Glencoe makes it 28-all on the Hosey touchdown. This game back and forth, now tied. Waconia comes back. Ebert to Nick Sterner. They missed the extra point, so it's 34-28 Waconia. Glencoe comes back, short yardage. Jurek again, 35-34 Glencoe. Then they would score again. Hosey on an 11-yard, well, this is Waconia here with a pass down inside the 5 to Sheff, and he would score. And then they would go for the 2-point conversion. At this point, they're trailing Glencoe-Silver Lake. Ebert to Sudheimer for the win, and he makes it. And Waconia wins this game 42-41, the final.
I don't know, both offenses came out strong. Defense couldn't seem to stop anybody, so, I mean, our offense was rolling. We had an injury on the line, but Riley really stepped up, and I was really proud of everybody on the field.
We're lucky that the rain held off there for a while, because what happened was we figured we were going to have to mix it up in order to have any kind of success with them. If we would have tried to run the ball, we wouldn't have been able to do it. They're just too tough a football team, and we got them kind of off balance a little bit. We were able to hang in there and win her at the end.
7. Here comes Champlin Park. 76-yard run by the fullback, Ed Cotton, and it would set up a touchdown to put the Rebels ahead. He just can't quite make it all the way. Sam Marish would score to make it 13-10. Later in the 4th, Champlin Park pads their lead. Tyler Nquay's 26-yard run, and the final 20-16. Champlin Park hands Anoka their first loss of the year. Blaze Orange out early in Osseo. First quarter, Osseo Park Center, Cameron Abrams, see you later, 74 yards on the touchdown, and it's 7-0 Orioles, second play from scrimmage. After recovering a fumble, here they come again. Marcus Sims scores short yardage to make it 14-0. Still in the first quarter. Connor Savory throws a screen to Abrams. He'll do the rest. 18 yards for the touchdown, and it's 21-zip Osseo. Park Center avoiding the shutout. 17-yard touchdown pass to Perez. Osseo 45-7 final score. Coon Rapids at Andover tonight. Andover jumping out early. Mike Schmidt dumps the pass over the middle. Tony Cullen, 31 yards for the touchdown. 7-0 Andover. Schmidt, 18 for 21. 199 yards passing in that TD. Jake Potts, the handoff. You got to tackle the guy. 70 yards for the touchdown. Huskies win 28-7 over Coon Rapids tonight. This game played at Hamlin University tonight. Jeremy Randall, the star junior. This guy's having a monster season. Opening kickoff tonight for De La Salle. We've seen this before from Mr. Randall. This one's going to cover 80 yards and a touchdown. His third kickoff for a score this year. 144 total yards on the night. And it's De La Salle in front. A little bit later, Robert Dorn to Jacob Scholl. Touchdown for Minnehaha Academy, but De La Salle wins it. Final score, 23-13. Roosevelt pulls ahead. Charlie Holman connects with senior wideout Jardell Shaden for the score. Roosevelt up 13-6. Carlos Hodges finds room, breaks a tackle. See ya. 64 yards for the touchdown. He had 3 scores on the day. North wins 19-13 was the final.
this a cat fight just wouldn't be right. This was more of a dogfight early. Farmington strikes first, going 66 yards on 10 plays, capped by Ryan Barras' 6-yard keeper, but they missed the extra point. Hutch gets the equalizer behind the legs of Brian Renkes, picks up 32 yards on this play, and he'd score from 1 yard out 3 plays later. Head coach Andy Rosberg reacts to the point after, and Hutch leads 7-6 at the break.
We told him in the locker room we were at the same position basically last year. It was 8-8 up at Hutchinson, and we said that we were able to come back in that second half and play a great game of football, and that was over there, and this is on our turf now, and so we should be able to come out and do that same thing.
Otimio Masso provides the spark to start the second half. Farmington had only 10 men on the field, but it was enough. Masso returns it 68 yards all the way down to the Hutchinson 22-yard line.
Kick return team, they still went out there and they made their blocks, and there's an opening, and I just squeezed through it and tried to get what I could.
After halftime, we came out here, we got a different mindset on. Timmy ran that one back for 65 yards, and it was just a totally different ball game.
The offense doesn't waste this chance. Jordan Hoschild goes in standing. Farmington adds a 2-point conversion and takes a 7-point lead.
And getting that touchdown was, very important to get that score. And then that 2-point conversion put us up by 7. And so I think from there, things just built.
The momentum has swung the hometown Tigers' way. Hutchinson gets shut out in the second half and gains just 38 yards after the break.
We changed to a new defense, and Coach Hudak, our offensive line coach, and Coach Lund, our defensive line coach, they just put in new personnel, and they pumped everyone up, and that was huge. It let all the linebackers roam free, the corners, everyone.
Farmington puts the finishing touches on this one early in the fourth quarter. The pass falls incomplete, but there's pass interference, and that gives them a 1st and goal. A couple plays later, Barassa gets his 2nd touchdown of the game, and Farmington wins 24-7.
You got 4 more tough teams. It only gets harder. We're just looking for that championship again.
Well, in Farmington, they say Tigers wear orange and black, not yellow and black. And in Farmington, they're celebrating tonight as they move to 4-0 on the season. For the Prep Sports Extra, Charles Gonzalez, KARE 11 Sports.
Quarter tonight, first play of the quarter. Nick Bagnello, 61 yards on the touchdown run, ties this game at 6. And the game would stay tied, and it goes to overtime. Rosemont coming off the loss to Eden Prairie. Roseville coming off the loss to Cretin-Durham Hall. John Walsh touchdown, 13-6 Rosemont. And then Roseville's possession, Josh Collins the sack, and it's over. Rosemont winning tonight, 13-6 in overtime. Kennedy's Evan Aber, touchdown strike to Kellen McCrary. Aber, 14 of 29, 290 yards and 2 touchdowns. Eagles up 19-6. Later, Solomon Younger recovers the fumble at the line of scrimmage. Look at the muddy mess at Bloomington Stadium today. Wow. Charlie Kennett the sack. Kennedy wins today, 27-13. And the Cadets first play, second quarter. Mark Haverkamp, 1-yard touchdown. They're up 14-7. Later in the second, Tim McManus, long completion to Fritz Waldvogel, down to the 10-yard line. Remember, Matamidi is the defending 4A state champs. 3 plays later, McManus across the field to Joe Costello, and the Cadets win it. Final score tonight, 21-7 St. Thomas Academy. Tartan hosting Simley. It's homecoming night. Quarterback William Coonrod, a long completion to Cody Presbach, gets down inside the 10. Spartans would get a field goal, and they're up 3-0 at this point. But back would come Tartan tonight. Hedka Newtville, short touchdown run. The point after was blocked at 6-3 Tartan. And a little bit later, Tartan getting a break. Marty Walgren will recover a fumble from the punter's snap. And the final score would be 22-3 in favor of Tartan. Third quarter now as we move to South St. Paul, Hill Murray. Here is B.J. Otto on the handoff, and he is gone for the touchdown, 20-6 Pioneers. A little bit later, South St. Paul would use a little trickery here. Halfback pass, Brad Edwards to Robert Laborde, 50 yards for the score, but Hill Murray wins it tonight. Final score, 26-13.